Hi, good morning. This is Sandy, and I just wanted to come to you today with a message that I got directly from Source, and I want to talk about alignment and being in alignment. And I know some of you pick words for the year. My word for my year is alignment, and I wanted to talk to you about what that means to me. And if you have any questions, hey Dawn, you can just pop in the comments and ask them, and I'll do my best. But super short video on alignment. So like I said before, my word of the year is alignment. And if you think of that as kind of like a car, if you've ever been in a car and you've driven a car that's out of alignment, or you've ridden in a car that's out of alignment, it can get kind of shaky. Maybe it pulls to one side. It's just not, oh, you're so sweet, Dawn. Thank you. It's just not a good ride. Okay, so the same thing happens with us when we are not aligned. It's not a good ride. We start to attract things that are not good. We start to attract things that are stressful, that cause us anxiety. We start to attract things that is, drama, or, something that just makes us like, ugh, cringe. And I have a story I wanted to share with you. When I was a high school English teacher for 20 years, and I know some of you know that. Hey, Karen. And I retired early. And long story short, after a really bad accident that I had, I was completely out of alignment with continuing teaching in public schools, I should say. And I knew that because when it got toward the very, very end and I couldn't ignore it anymore, I would feel ill before I would get up to, get out of bed. I would lie there awake and think of any single way to not have to go into work. It had nothing to do with my students. I know I have several previous students in this group, and I love you, and I'm so glad you're here. It had nothing to do with my students. It had nothing to do with, the content that I was teaching. It was just so out of alignment with my soul. It was making me physically ill. And I would get to work and I would, start my day and inevitably have to run to the bathroom to vomit. I know that's kind of gross, but that's what being that out of alignment does to you, to your body. We call it disease when people get sick, right? Disease, if you break it down, is dis-ease. You are not at ease. And when you're not at ease, you're not aligned and you're not flowing properly. You're not attracting the good energy. So you're aligning with all of the bad energies, the negative energies, the low vibrational energies. And that is making that, hey, Diane, that is making that, oh, hey, Sydney. It's making it very, very difficult for you to have a really good day, to attract the abundance that you need. And when you're in alignment, you certainly attract abundance. Being in alignment is like putting out a huge positivity magnet and attracting all the good stuff to you. But we do a lot of things to ourselves to keep ourselves out of alignment. How many people ever just lose themselves in video games or online phone games? Or maybe you have a glass of wine to relax, to numb out. Maybe you zone out in front of the television. These are all comfort techniques to help you feel better, release stress, and help you, love yourself a little bit, or at least tune out all of the bad energies that are being, attracted to you. But you're in charge of those energies. You're in charge of getting people, well, not getting people. You're in charge of attracting the right energies. When you attract the right energies to you, beautiful things happen. And it's not that hard of a shift to make. So, some things, like I said yesterday in my post, to start attracting the right energies to you is be grateful. Say gratitudes every day. What are you thankful for? What is good in your life? I know, especially since yesterday and what's happened here in the United States, we have a lot of negativity going around. A lot of people feel really hurt by what's happening, and they're either very staunchly on one side or another side. And when you do that, when you take those kind of positions, you're admiring yourself, in muck in negative energy. There's a lot of stuff that's been posted today. I saw, like, hey, 2021, thanks. I want a refund. And it talks about we're 7 days into 2021, and there's all these negative posts I see on Facebook about how 2021 is going to be such a terrible year. If that's your mindset, if that's the stuff you're identifying with, then that's the energy you're attracting in. So ignore that stuff. You think it's funny, and some of them are pretty funny, like 2021 was like, hey, 2020, hold my beer, and we chuckle at that, but subconsciously it kind of clicks a switch and we're like, oh, and then we start approaching things apprehensively, and then we're starting to be more cautious. And when you are in that apprehensive, cautious mode, that's a lower vibrational energy. That's not bringing in your true full alignment. That's bringing in negativity. That's bringing in lower energy stuff. That's when you start getting stressed. That's when you get gunk. And it's pretty simple to make the switch to a higher vibrational state. And a lot of it has to do with who you surround yourself with. Like attracts like. Like attracts like. And I'm going to be doing a really, really awesome video next week. I had to order some supplies for it, but you guys are going to love it. But like attracts like. And what I mean is, like, the energy that you put out is going to be the energy you attract back. So if you're grumpy, people are going to feel that. They're going to react to you. If you're super happy and bubbly, people are going to feel that and react to you. Sometimes it's going to be like a magnet where it's like polar opposites, and you push people away because they're just not that aligned with your energy. And that's okay, because it's not your job to make people feel good about themselves. Okay, somebody out there watching needs to hear this. It is not your job to make people feel good about themselves. Okay? It's the own person's job. Okay? The only way that we can feel good about ourselves is on our own accord with our own decisions. But a really easy way to figure out if something is in alignment with you or not is to really just sit with it and feel. You guys know, we call them gut instincts or gut feelings, or, I just have a weird feeling about that. That is your soul talking to you and saying, hey, no, not a good idea. When things are stressful and you agree to it, it's just like, oh man, what did I ever do? Why did I agree to that? How am I going to get through this? And it's going to be misery, and it's going to be, you're beating yourself up. So to stay in alignment, it's going to be just easier to listen to your body, listen to your gut. And it's okay to say no. It is okay to say no. If it is not 100% in alignment with you, don't do it. Just don't. A teacher of mine, a spiritual teacher who's phenomenal, just said the other day that, she does that exercise, if it doesn't feel good on a soul level, don't do it. And she applies that to everything, including the groceries she buys at the grocery store. And that's what we do. A lot of people in the new year are like, oh, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. But then we turn around and, some of us use that as a comfort food to help get rid of all that stress that we're bringing in. And, hi, Martha, and being in alignment doesn't allow us to keep that stress. It releases it. But if you're out of alignment, like that car, you're going to have a wonky ride. So applying that, does it feel good? Is this the right choice for me? And if it's not, walk away. It's as simple as that. Walk away. I have done so many things that were in a place of lack energy or lower energy, and it does not feel good. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. When you make a decision from a place that is not fully aligned with your soul purpose and your soul being, it doesn't feel good. But you know what? There's this whole faction of people that push through it anyway, because that's what we've been taught. Push through, persevere, keep on going. It's going to be hard. You know what? It doesn't have to be hard. We make it hard. Okay. So anyway, that just, Source just told me that. And I needed to share that with you today. So stay away from the negativity. Scroll on past all the negative stuff that you're seeing on your Facebook feeds. That really can just pull you down in the muck and the mire, and that's not where you need to be. So if you're seeing this message, you were definitely led here, and you were led here to hear this. So I hope you do apply this to your day, and you can drop me some comments and let me know how it goes. Or, anything that you're struggling with. And I'll put another post up after this. I'd love for you guys to share your word with me. Like I said, my word for 2021 is alignment. And I want to know your words and tell me why, and, you don't have to worry about someone like, oh, they have a better word than me. Oh, that's great. That's not in alignment. Okay. That's bad energy, lower vibrational energy. So share your word with confidence, share your word with love. Hey, Karen. And I'm going to wrap this up, and I will talk to you guys soon. So love you. Have a gorgeous day.